By now you should know that Ex4 has been taken over with Alliance, the new mechanic, and not only that, the Alliance is also more support for MegaGargomon, and I wanted to revisit that MegaGargomon deck that I've done before, I think in EX2, now in EX4. So let's break down this MegaGargomon deck profile. The DigiX, 4 of the new Kokomon. When in effect, suspends one of your Digimon, draw 1. You're going to be doing that quite a lot, especially with the Alliance. So those, I have seen people use Mother, you're free to use Mother. For this deck, I'm sticking to a tribal Gargomon deck, so for the Kokomons. 4 of the EX4 Terriermon. On play, reveal 4 cards from your deck. Add 1 2-color green card and 1 Tamer card with Henry Wong in its name among them to your hand, and then place the rest at the bottom. The really important part is the inherit of these new Terriermon Lopmon cards. Your turn, when Alliance suspends one of your Digimon, this Digimon may Digivolve into a 2-color green Digimon card in your hand for its cost. When this Digimon would Digivolve by this effect, reduce it by 2. So that's amazing because the MegaGargomons all cost 4, 5, they're not 3 cost. So that's really going to help that when you do Alliance. For Terriermon Assistant, this card is really good. So the name of this card, Digimon, is also treated as Terriermon close brackets. That's going to come up. Your turn, when an effect suspends this Digimon, one of your Digimon gets plus 4,000 DP for the turn. Same inherit as the other Terriermon. So the reason this card is nuts is when you use this card as a target for Alliance, you're suspending, and now you're getting the 1,000, plus you're getting 4,000, so you're giving your Digimon 5,000 DP for this. And when you swing with the champion, doing Alliance, and you can't Digivolve, that's really nice, because then you're going to be swinging for about 8,000 DP, 9,000, maybe even 10,000 DP. The downfall of this deck is you don't have any protection, so if you swing and then security hits you, then that's it. So that's downfall, and preventing that by giving yourself a lot of DP is really good. 2 of the EX4 Lopmons, same effect as the first Terriermon. However, this one, you will get a Shuchong in its name as opposed to Henry Wong. I'll talk about why I only run 2. We'll just keep it moving. Then we got 2 of the Terriermon Memory Blocker. Just allowing your opponent, or not allowing your opponent, to gain memory is really clutch, especially if you're going to go against an Omnimon player with Alter S right now, and you have this on there. They can Digivolve, but then they won't be able to gain that memory from Agumon or Gabumon as an inherit. Just a scenario there. So that's it for the level 3s. Up next, 2 level-less cards. Calumon. Calumon is so good in this deck. So this card, when you would play it, if you have a Terriermon, Gyomon, in this case Terriermon, right? It's just Terriermons. You can play it for 1. So that's the reason why I cut off 2 of Lopmons instead of running 4. I run 2 Lopmons and added 2 more Terriermons to have more targets, in this case for Terriermon. And it does work for the Terriermon Assistant, since I said it considers itself as just Terriermon as well. Downside is this Digimon cannot attack. Also, during your turn, when one of your Digimon Digivolves, you may suspend this Digimon to gain 1 memory and draw 1 card. Then have one of your Digimon get 3,000 DP for the turn. It's really good. We're going to get into some combos towards the end. So that's it, 2 Calumons. For the level 4s, again, we're sticking kind of more tribal. So 4 of the new Black Gargomons from EX4. You have Alliance, Digivolve from 2 from a level 3 with Terriermon or Lopmon in its name. And then your turn, once per turn, when an effect suspends another Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Having DP until the end of your opponent's turn is going to be really great. The reason being is if you do end up attacking and you get that 2,000 DP, now you have a stronger body that your opponent needs to run over. 2 Terriermon. Same thing, Alliance gets security attack plus 1 and the Digimon's DP. Inherit for this one is end of attack once per turn. If you have another Digimon suspended in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. I don't like that it's an end of attack. What's good about it is it will help you clear any Floodgate cards, right? So if they have their own Terriermon, Madoki Betamon, any card that prevents you from getting memory, you can do that. The reason I don't like it as end of attack is, let's say if you were going to swing at something, right? This is an inherit already. So you're going to swing over a body, and if you were to give that minus 2,000 DP, then you could run over it. But you can't, because you have to wait till your attack resolves, and then end of attack, then this kicks in. That's why I don't like the end of attack inherit. The new Mega Gargomon is going to take advantage of that effect, which we'll get into later on. 2 Wendigomons, same thing, Alliance. This one, the inherit, same thing, end of attack once per turn. If you have another suspended Digimon in play, return 1 green Digimon card from your trash to your hand, which can be awesome, especially if you kind of want to go a little aggressive with all the rookies that you are running, minus a Calamon, right? But if you attack, and then now you need another body, if you do have one, you could get it back from your trash. So it's kind of recycling rookies. Last but not least, 2 Rapidmons. Now you know why I'm running more Terriermon. Digivolve 3 from Terriermon instead of 4. Armor Perch. So if you attack, it gets deleted. He gets deleted and it just reverts back to its rookie form. When digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon for each Tamer you have in play. Then, up to 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon get minus 5000 DP for the turn. This effect is just dumb, okay? Even if you don't have Tamers, if they have suspended Digimon, they can still get that minus 5000 DP. Just keep that in mind. That's it for the level 4s. If I say Mirage Galgomon, just remember I actually mean Mega Gargomon. They're just so close. Not really, but you know. Anyway, Ultimates. 4 of the Black Rapidmons, Digivolve 3 from level 4 with Gargomon in its name, or a 2-color with green and or 2-color with green. Alliance, end of attack, Digivolve 1. There it is again, the end of attack. It's good and bad. So the reason it's of an end of attack is because when you do the Alliance and you Digivolve, let's say you had the Wendigomon and you had the inherit of the Terriermon to Digivolve when you swing, and now you ended up Digivolving, right? If it was a when attacking, then you would miss the timing. So after the attack resolves, that's the bad part. So now if it dies, end of attack doesn't hit because you got deleted. You have to survive. Kind of like piercing. If you survive, then it activates. The good side of that is that it will trigger when you Digivolve using Alliance. They Digivolve by 1 if you survive the battle. The inherit once per turn. When an effect suspends another Digimon, this Digimon gains piercing for their turn, which is going to come up. 2 of the new Antlermons, Digivolve 3 from a level 4, 2-color with green. Alliance, this one, the end of attack is if you have 3 or fewer security cards, you recover +1, which is good, it's handy. Inherit, end of attack once per turn. If you have another suspended Digimon, you give one of your Digimon minus, not one of yours, one of your opponent's Digimon minus 2000 DP for the turn. So this one and the other one could be stackable. Last 2 of the new Antlermons, Digivolve 3 from a 4 level 2-color with green. Alliance, end of attack, you may play 1 green level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. That's awesome because now you're setting yourself up for Alliance the next turn if you only have that 1 body. End of attack once per turn. If you have another suspended Digimon in play, return 1 green Digimon card from your trash to your hand. So again, a little more recycling. That's it for the level 5s. Now, the bread and butter of this deck profile. The new Black MegaGargomon from Ex4, Digivolve 4 from a level 5 with Rapidmon in its name, or 2-color with green. So Antlermon does work since it's a 2-color with green. It will Digivolve for 4 instead of 5. 5 is a really hefty cost. End of your turn. Once per turn, until the end of your opponent's turn, 2 of your green and or black Digimon gain blocker and reboot. That is so nuts because now if you alliance with Antlermon, Digivolve into the Black MegaGargomon, when you're done with the attack, you get to pick him and another Digimon, which is a Digimon used for Alliance. And now they both restand and they're blockers, helping you maintain that body instead of it getting attacked. And they would only get rid of it by effects, obviously, or Digimon that could attack unsuspended Digimon. Really just awesome. All turns, once per turn, when another Digimon becomes suspended, you may unsuspend this Digimon. Here's the other thing. That end of your turn, you give 2 Digimon blockers, right? You give 2 Digimon's blockers. The trick here is to block with the Black MegaGargomon first. So now when you block with the MegaGargomon, and if they swing again, you block with the other one. Now his all turns trigger when another Digimon is suspended. He unsuspends himself. So that's the strategy there, is blocking with him first in order to unsuspend, and basically blocking 3 times in one turn. Last but not least, 2 of the EX2 MegaGargomons. I was using the old MegaGargomon, which can be used, but since the Tamer count is a little on the high end, and this is kind of like a pseudo quartz, he's pretty good. When digivolving, for each green Tamer you have in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. They don't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. That's awesome, especially if you're about to lose, if you don't have blockers or you need that extra turn, you could just freeze all the bodies depending how many Tamers you have on the board. When attacking once per turn, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP back to its owner's hand. And now if you have the Black Gargomon underneath, give him another 2000 DP, you could bounce back Digimon with 15,000 DP or less. Pretty nice. That's it for the level 6s. Level 7s, 2 quartz. I had one, and honestly you could probably get away with one. I just wanted to see 2 so I could see it a little more. I might still drop it back to 1 because MegaGargomon, he's a threat himself. He just doesn't have any protection. This is kind of that blanket protection of suspending everything and they can't attack. So obviously you will digivolve from 6, green and or black. They're both green and black. When digivolving, you suspend all of your other Digimon and all Tamers. Then for every 2 suspended Digimon and or Tamers, gain 1 memory. All turns other than this Digimon, all Digimon and Tamers don't unsuspend. When attacking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then trash the top card of your opponent's security card or your opponent's security stack for every 5 suspended Digimon and or Tamers. It does come up. Just trashing is nuts, and then swinging for game. So just 2 quartz. We're not going to spend too much time talking about quartz. 4 of the new dual Henry and Shuchong Wong Tamers. Card is nuts. Start of your main phase. If you have 1 or fewer Digimon in play, you may play 1 Terriermon or Lopmon from your hand without paying its cost. Digimon played by this effect can't digivolve and are deleted at the end of your opponent's turn. That's key, especially with that Black MegaGargomon. Your turn. When one of your Digimon with Terriermon or Lopmon in its Digivolution cards will digivolve, by suspending this Tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. All my cards are Terriermon and Lopmon, so doesn't matter what you digivolve into, you can reduce it by 1. The reason why I was saying this is really good for the Black MegaGargomon is because he gives 2 Digimon blocker and or reboot. And if you use an effect to play a Terriermon or Lopmon, you have that Black MegaGargomon on the field, you give it blocker and reboot. Now, you know it's going to get deleted anyway, so you can just block with it. And that's a free blocker that's going to get deleted anyway, so it's nuts. 3 of the OG EX2 Henry Wong memory set Tamer. Then, your turn. When you attack with a Digimon with Gargomon or Rapidmon in its name, you may suspend this Tamer to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. And that is why I ended up running 4 of the Black Gargomons, because when you do swing, this kind of triggers. What makes this card fantastic is the new Black MegaGargomon, because now when you attack, you're suspending yourself. Then you can trigger Henry, you'll suspend a Digimon, another Digimon gets suspended, triggering his all turns once per turn, and now he unsuspends. And now if you have piercing from that Black Rapidmon, I can go ahead and swing again, swing into that body, get piercing. That is why he's so good with this Black MegaGargomon. So that's why we're running 3. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet, do me a favor and hit that like button. Your support is appreciated. Moving on to the option cards here. 2 green memory boosts. Reveal cards from your deck. 4 of, get 1, and then place a delay. Get 2 memory whenever you want after the turn that it's played. Just really nice, especially, you know, they are... That Black MegaGargomon is still a hefty price, paying for 2. When you reduce it with Alliance, it does cost 2. But the off chance that you can't use Alliance, these come in handy because now it'll cost 2. Or it could even cost free if you do have one on the field and you do use Alliance. So 2 of the green memory boost, and then of course hidden potential discovered. This card is just busted. Next time one of your green Digimon digivolves this turn, you may suspend one of your Digimon to reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 5. This can trigger with Black MegaGargomon, right? If you end up suspending a rookie and your Black MegaGargomon's already suspended, Black MegaGargomon triggers, he unsuspends because another Digimon got suspended, and now you can go into quartz for 1 instead of 6, and now you can swing. Let's get into some combos. Alright, here's a cool little combo here. So if you have a champion here with a Terriermon underneath where you can do Alliance, you have these 2 Tamers, you can move up here, and now start your main phase. Since you only have 1 Digimon or 2 or less, 1 or fewer, then I would play Terriermon Assistant from my hand. It is going to get deleted at the end of the turn, but it is played from from your hand for free. And now since I have a Terriermon in its name, I will go ahead and play a Kalumon for 1. So we play a Kalumon for 1, and now it's at 2. Now here I'm gonna go ahead and swing, right? This is the opponent's security. You have a Gargomon, you can trigger Henry, and now you could suspend something. Now, using Alliance, of course, you would suspend Terriermon, gains 1,000 from the DP, 4,000 from his effect, so now he's at 9,000 DP for attacking, or he gets a total of 5,000 more. Now, that's where you can end up going into any of your ultimates, which here really depends what you want to do, whether you want to recover security, you want to play another body, and or you want to digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. In this case, we're just going to go into a Black Rapid. We're going to digivolve for 3 since it's a Gargomon, or a 2-color green card. However, Alliance reduces it by 2, so it's going to cost 1. Now you can end up further reducing it by 1 with the Henry and Suchong if you want. Suchong, now it's at 2. And now since that's suspended, you can go ahead and do Kalumon, gain another memory, and draw since you digivolve, giving him more DP in case you cannot end up going into Omega or you really don't want him to get deleted. He's getting 8 plus 5, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So he's getting 8 plus 5, he's at 13. He was Digivolve when Kalumon suspended. So now Black Gargomon gives him another 2,000 DP. So now he's at 15. Now that Kalumon is going to give himself another 3,000 DP. So now he's at 18, I believe, if I did the math right. So now you have an 18,000 DP hitter, security attack plus 1. And then of course you draw from the Kokomon. So now we swing, right? There's your 2 checks. And bam, you got your 2 checks. And now perfectly aligning Digivolve 4 into Black MegaGargomon, leaving your opponent at 1. And now since it's the end of your turn, you can choose 2 Digimon. One thing I do want to talk about, if you use Alliance and you use Black MegaGargomon, his all turns once per turn on suspend will not work because you need to trigger an attack first, right? You need to declare the attack. So you're declaring the attack. Once you declare the attack, then you suspend the Digimon. Therefore, it missed the timing of when another Digimon got suspended. So this would not work. If you were unable to do Alliance, right? If you weren't able to do Alliance, like I said, one thing you could swing with the Black MegaGargomon. Swing, he can't do Alliance, right? So now what you could do is you can end up using Hidden Potential. If you use Hidden Potential, now you could suspend Antlemon, or you could suspend Kalumon, keeping this open. Since something got suspended, this triggers this, he unsuspends, and now you can digivolve into another MegaGargomon, either that one or another Black MegaGargomon. So now, when this, now if this was another Black MegaGargomon, which I'll show you if I could. So again, this green one is more to kind of control your opponent's board if you can't really, if you don't have the upper hand. So if you did end up going into another Black MegaGargomon, what I would do is I would swing with this one first, or I'm sorry, I would swing with this one first, swing, and now I would swing with this one, and now this one will trigger since this one got suspended, and he would unsuspend, and now you get to swing again. And now end of turn, I mean, you could give here all your bodies Reboot and Blocker, right? End of turn, but in that case, I mean, you could just go into Quartz anyway, so. You could see Quartz is not really needed, but he helps, of course. Ooh, all right. Make sure you're subbed so you can see this deck profile. See you guys there.